Sometimes it's difficult to find outfit ideas, and when we have a busy week ahead of us, it's really daunting to open up our closets and think of how we're gonna style our looks. Don't worry, I've got you covered in this video with 7 different outfits to get you through the week. So let's start off with Monday. Mondays are typically a new work week for so many of us, and whether we're going into an office or we're working remotely or we're even self-employed like myself, I feel like having a really strong, solid suit is a really nice way to start off the week. With suits being such a huge trend for 2023, I think it's really nice to either put a neutral suit together in a lightweight fabric, like this one from the Frankie shop, or even wear it as separates, where you have a really beautiful knit sweater and a pair of pleated trousers. So there's a lot of options when it comes to suits, whether you're styling it as separates or styling it as one full suit. You can also dress it up so that it feels a little bit more corporate and more put together, or you can deconstruct it with certain elements by adding a quirky egg bag, a pair of sunglasses, or even a pair of tabby loafers, and you can have it feel more casual and contemporary. So lots of options with a suit, which is why I'm putting it at the top of my list for a Monday outfit. Now, I lightly touched on how accessories can really help bring our look together, and whether we're taking a suit and we're styling it in a more conservative way with a pair of pumps, or we're taking it in a more fashion-forward direction with a pair of tabby shoes, it's really accessories that help us tell that story. As someone who has a closet full of basics, I really do love my accessories, especially my shoes, which is why I recently picked up these amazing tabby pumps on FARFETCH, who I'm very excited to announce is the sponsor of today's video. With so many amazing brands like Maison Margiela, Martine Rose, Ambush, Kate, Romaine, and Simone Rocha, FARFETCH is one of my favorite places to shop. And because I'm one of those people that's always obsessively updating their wish list, I did want to share with you this bag that I'm eyeing from Maison Margiela. It is this gorgeous bucket bag. But if you're interested in picking up your first purchase from FARFETCH, make sure you use code FF10Natalie for 10% off. I'll leave all the information, including links to the bucket bag and the ballerina pumps, down in the description box below. Now let's get into Tuesday. So Tuesday is another simple look, also inspired by the suit, but in this one, the emphasis is going to be on the trouser and the white button-up shirt. These are iconic pieces that I am completely obsessed with, and if you saw how many white button-up shirts I have in my wardrobe, you might actually be shocked. I went onto Pinterest and I took some inspiration on how I can style my white button-up and my black trousers in a different way. So this is where those ballerina pumps come into play. If your goal is to take basics and make them feel up to date and contemporary and style them in a way that you can rock them every day, then look at your choice of footwear, because whether you're going with ballerina pumps or you're going with a tabby shoe or even a pair of sneakers, this is definitely a way that we can take a white shirt and a pair of trousers and make it feel more up to date. For my accessories, I opted for a baseball cap, which was in my inspiration photo, and then this Celine bag that I borrowed from my best friend. I feel like the look is very cool, it's very effortless, and it's something that if I took off the baseball cap, I could wear to a meeting, but otherwise it does feel very fresh and fashion forward. Stepping away from all the trousers, let's get into a Wednesday look that feels a little bit more casual and edgy. Starting off with the base of this look, I'm going to add a bodysuit, and this one is a recent pickup from FARFETCH, and this one is from Maison Margiela. I already have the black sleeveless version. I have a darker nude colored version that's long sleeved, and I'm obsessed with these bodysuits just because they're so flattering and because it's a basic underlayer that I know that I'm going to be reaching for time and time again. So my inspiration for this outfit revolves around the baggy jean trend, and this is something that's big for spring/summer 2023 and something that I'm very much on board with because number one, baggy denim is very comfortable, and number two, because this is a very fun way to update our wardrobes. You can style your baggy denim with a pair of boots or even with a pair of sneakers, but I decided to opt for those ballerina tabby pumps. And then for the bag, I chose something that had a more untraditional line to it, and I went for that egg bag from La Mer. The belt just helps keep up my jeans because they're quite wide around the waist. And then that crop blazer just adds a little emphasis to the waist, so that way it's not looking too boxy and there's a little bit of a feminine aspect to this outfit. Thursday is about tapping into the leather trend, and this is where I'm taking my love of Maison Margiela during the Hermes years and then my love of leather, and then I'm marrying it together in this look. I'm taking a basic white tank top, and I'm so sorry for the wrinkles. I forgot to steam this before I started filming. And then I'm pairing it with a cashmere deep V-neck that I got from Grana. And then the leather jeans are from Novo London. And what I like is that it has a straight leg so that it feels very contemporary, and it feels like it's something that could go very nicely with a pair of ballerina flats, but also with a pair of boots if it's a little bit colder outside. Now, where I live, spring is still very cold in the earlier months, so that's why I like to dress in layers. Having a coat and then a cashmere knit just gives me the option of shedding those layers if it warms up during the day. But if you're in a warmer climate, it might be a good idea to ditch the wool coat and then replace it with a blazer, or even ditch the cashmere knit altogether and then just do a blazer and those leather pants. As we near the end of the week, Friday is going to be casual, but it's also going to be a little bit edgy just because I wanted to dress up a very basic khaki pants. These ones are from the men's section, and what I love about them is that they're high-waisted, but it also has a slightly wide leg. I feel like those olive khaki pants are very in for spring-summer 2023, and something that we can wear in the springtime, in the summer with maybe a linen shirt, and even in the fall with a really beautiful knit. For this look, I decided to opt for a corset-like top, and as we've talked about in other videos, corsets are very in for spring-summer 2023, and it's something that I'm really feeling right now. Fragrance is something that I love to dress up, and for this look, I'm just using Jo Malone's Star Magnolia fragrance. They recently sent this to me, and I have been spraying it on myself in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night because this fragrance is so floral and fresh, and it's something that's screaming spring to me, and I'm really leaning into that whole vibe. Now, I'm aware that the fashion here doesn't necessarily scream spring. It's not traditional florals, it's not pastel colors, and that's okay. Not all of us crave that traditional spring summer that we grew up knowing. If you're someone who enjoys your combat boots, maybe your dark colors, your wool cashmeres, all of those textures that feel a little bit more fall. If you prefer that for spring, lean into it, be authentic to your personal style, and just have fun with it. So don't worry about having to follow the norms of what springtime has to look like. Okay, I know we were just looking at an outfit that had dark colors, and I told you to do you, and if you're feeling the dark vibes, go for it. But here, I'm actually going on the opposite side, and I'm feeling the all-white look. I was inspired by a photo that I saw on Pinterest, and I love how she has a wide leg pant paired with a pair of sneakers. I love sneakers, I love retro sneakers, and those Samba shoes that are all over the place are really hot, but they're very difficult to find, so I just went for the replica sneakers that I happen to have in my wardrobe. Because this look is more of a euchre color than it is white, you can definitely introduce a white sneaker if you don't have a black one, or you could do a black boot. When it comes to light colors or even all white looks, I always like to introduce a darker color in there, whether it's a darker brown or even a black, just to help ground that look. The vintage Hermes Urbag that I have has that little touch of black as well, so it just helps bring the whole outfit together. And then for the coat, I opted for a wool one because, again, we are in early spring, it's still cold out, and honestly, we're not in light jacket weather just yet, so a wool coat is still very necessary for me. If you're in a warmer climate, you can either opt for a trench coat, a blazer, maybe even a leather jacket, or no jacket at all, just depending on the weather and what the conditions are like where you live. The overall look is very casual, but it's also something that's put together and something that I would wear while running errands on the weekend. Sunday is a casual look, and it's something that revolves around comfort. I think on Sunday, a lot of us just want to get into our most comfiest clothes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to get into loungewear. And there's nothing wrong with loungewear. I love my loungewear. However, I do want to feel more dressed up on certain days, and this is how I could do it. I don't know about you, but I've been watching a lot of Succession recently, and if you pay attention, a lot of the women are wearing silk blouses or silk jackets, silk pants, silk skirts, and this is something that perhaps subconsciously inspired this outfit. I took the foundation of my personal style, which is basically basics, and then I introduced a silk pant. This one is more of a lounge-inspired pant, so it's very casual, and it flows with the pieces that I put together here, like the white tank top, and then that cropped wool gray V-neck. For the shoes, I opted for a quirky element just because I like things to be a little bit off, and this is a Jill Sander furry sneaker that I picked up on super sale last year. For the bag, I went for my black La Mer croissant bag because it feels very luxurious, but it's also very casual, and it's kind of giving old money vibes. Maybe I'm watching too much Succession, but with that wool overcoat, it just really helps pull that outfit together. So this is my Sunday look. I'm completely obsessed with it, and I can't wait to wear it out. If you're looking to add any new pieces into your wardrobe, make sure you check out that FARFETCH code down in the description box below. Thank you everybody for watching, and make sure you watch this video on spring trend next. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!